So already starting off strong at number one, we have Patrick Star. If you really think about it, Patrick was kind of a piss poor friend to SpongeBob. Like, y'all remember that one episode where his parents were coming over and he didn't want to look dumb in front of them because he kind of is. And so SpongeBob, being the good friend that he is like, don't worry, I'll act like I'll be dumb to make you look smarter. And then he just took it way too far. Like, hello? I just know you're not talking. Like, you're literally 2 extra chromosomes away from being clinically brain dead. Oh, and y'all also remember that one episode where they had that freaking Krabby Patty toy wherever it was, and SpongeBob literally bought it with his own money that Patrick himself doesn't have because he's a slob who doesn't work and is broke and owns like what, 2 nickels and a piece of thread to his name. So he bought the toy with his own money that Patrick didn't have, right? And they were supposed to share it. But instead of sharing, Patrick decides to hog the toy all to himself and then gets mad at SpongeBob, has the nerve to catch an attitude with SpongeBob when he reminds them that, hey, we're supposed to be sharing. Like, I bought the toy, we're supposed to be sharing it. And then just straight up eats it. Because you're fat. Because you're obese. My 600-pound life, my 1,000-pound life, because you were overweight. Of course you did. Your joints are doing like this because you're so big and the amount of blubber on your body, your bones can't hold it up, Patrick. And then there's of course the infamous overtime episode. It's really no surprise that him being a lazy slob who doesn't work, doesn't contribute much to a relationship, and the only work he's ever known is walking from the bedroom to the kitchen and back, if he even gets back. Of course, that would translate to a parenthood, romantic relationship type situation. Like, you know them chicks that be getting on TikTok and talking about how awful their dude is and how he doesn't do anything and how she does all the work and he's just so awful, and then when the internet like calls him out and he's like, and they're like, girl, leave him, and then she comes back and she's like, oh, it's none of your business. Yeah, so that was basically Patrick in this episode. Like, he was the red flag in this episode, made SpongeBob a single married mom. Did I say that right? Yeah, a married single parent. Yeah, I think that's how that goes. Literally had SpongeBob laboring away, doing the household labor, taking care of the kid, changing diapers, freaking feeding the child, making sure the child doesn't injure itself, kill itself, all of that jazz. Had him doing all of this invisible labor while you're going off, working overtime, your overtime consisting of dicking around, and then had the nerve to get mad at him for finding out and daring to call you out. Girl. And then when you really think about it, has Patrick ever actually shown remorse for hurting SpongeBob's feelings or circled back around and tried to apologize? Because let's really talk about it. Like, even Squidward, who basically hates SpongeBob's guts and can't stand him, has even felt bad for hurting SpongeBob's feelings. So SpongeBob will get an apology out of Squidward before he gets one out of his so-called best friend. Man, get out of here with that. Like, truly, no wonder Patrick and Flats were college buddies. I'm actually surprised Patrick even went to college. He probably didn't even graduate. He probably dropped out or flunked out. Likely flunked out. So yeah, all in all, SpongeBob, just get better friends. Coming at number 2, we have Plankton. So you mean to tell me this dude is smart enough to build these super intricate torture devices and BDSM devices? I don't think that's what they are, but you get what I'm saying. These weapons of mass destruction, but yet you're not smart enough to simply just come up with a new business strategy. Like, you've wasted the past 3 decades of your life chasing this secret formula. Like, at some point you gotta hang it up, my man. Like, you could literally go into the business of selling illegal weapons. You could go into the freaking drug trafficking business or something. You could go into the business of freaking evil doing. I don't freaking know. Just literally something else. But you're so hyper fixated on this burger joint, really? since we're on the topic of SpongeBob, an honorable mention would be the side characters. Why are they just so mean and miserable for no reason? Like, for instance, let's talk about Big Meaty Claus. This man was literally standing there minding his business. And you're body shaming him? You're body shaming an old man that's elder abuse. What is your deal? And speaking of elder abuse, let's talk about that one Flats episode where SpongeBob was literally just running away from the old man's general direction, and now they all got smoke with him. And y'all don't even know if the old man was the problem. He's standing there minding his business. He has 2 hip replacements and 3 knee replacements. He probably can't even walk, let alone be beating nobody's butt. And then don't even get me started on the Krusty Krab pizza episode. So these men travel from freaking traverse the freaking, we all saw that episode, we know what they traversed, and you're gonna flip out over a drink that you didn't order. You probably put the order in wrong because you're dumb, you look dumb, and you're gonna flip out over him, over go drink some water, go step outside and go drink some water. Go run down to the store and get a drink. You better drink your spit. Talking to me like that. Squidward had every right. But I guess if I lived in a small town to where the only food options were overpriced greasy burgers, I would probably have an attitude and be miserable every day too. Coming up at number 3, we have Genu from K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't care how good he looks or how good he sounds. I lost all respect for him when he revealed that he abandoned his family for what, some change and some food. Like, I get it, y'all were like down bad, y'all were down and out, broke, homeless, starving and all of that, but like, you couldn't negotiate a deal to like put your family in a better position, or all of you can be put in a better position. Like, you just straight up abandon your little sibling and who was that, his mother? I don't respect you. I don't respect you. I feel bad that you died and all, and like you made that last minute good decision, but dude, I still don't respect you because what? No honor, no code, no nothing. Just like, Rumi, let him go. He's a whole red flag. Like, if he'll do the women in his family like that girl, how do you think he'll do you? Hello? Like, let's actually talk about it. Let him go. Let him go. Coming up in number 4, we have Jade West from Victorious. So I like Jade as a character. She's funny. She has a great sense of style. I would steal her entire wardrobe. But let's just be so for real here. If you pour iced coffee in my hair, especially if I have a fresh retwist and you come pouring iced coffee in my hair, we're scrapping. I'm fighting you, and you're not gonna win. You're gonna pour an iced beverage in my hair in front of all of these people because you're insecure about your dude that you can't get in check, that has a wandering eye and can't keep his wandering eye in check. You're gonna make that my problem now? Okay, well then I'm about to make these hands your problem, because you're not about to just sit here and embarrass me. And I literally just got here. I don't even know you people. This is my first day. And everybody want to go on about how bad Tori is, and oh, Tori's this, she's that, she's so annoying. And sure, I'm not saying Tori didn't have her moments, like, she's not perfect, but like, I don't see enough people talk about Jade. Coming in at number 5, I think, I'm losing count, I don't care. Coming in at number 5, we have Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City. It would take my sister to tell y'all just how much I cannot stand this woman. Where do I even start? We may as well start from when she cheated on Aiden. So you'll chase Big around. You'll chase this dude around that don't even want you. You'll chase this man around in circles for years. You'll let him dick you around, freaking play with your feelings, not take you seriously, but yet you get Aiden, who actually is everything that you say you want. He takes you seriously. He wants you to meet his parents. He wants to marry you, the whole 9, and you cheat on him? Like, can we talk about that one episode? I forget the context of it, but basically Carrie was complaining about how Aiden was too available. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Meanwhile, you're literally begging Big for scraps. But then now when you get Aiden, who's giving you what you want, he's too available. And now you're scared and you need space. You don't even know what you want, you stupid hoe. You don't even know what you want. You're literally so annoying. I hate you all. And let's talk about the freaking ring episode with Charlotte. So the context of the episode was, I believe this was after Aiden and Carrie broke up because she cheated and fumbled him. So Aiden moved out, and that caused some kind of money thing where Carrie had to like pay for the apartment, or else she would have to leave or get evicted or something. And so it turns out when she went to the bank to get a loan, she spent over $24,000 in shoes. It's like some outrageous number like that, because she has a shopping addiction and she probably doesn't even wear half those shoes.
Well, that's only 4,000.
No, it's 40,000.
I spent $40,000 on shoes and I have no place to live?
Shut up, you stupid bitch!
And so she went to Big about it, and he gave her the money for it. What does she do with that money? She tears it up. So already I'm annoyed, because what was the point in doing that? What was the point in going to Big if you weren't even going to take the money? So what, you just went with him to, like, hey, just so you know, I'm in financial disparity, and I don't know where I'm going to live next month because I have a shopping addiction, and I don't know how to manage my own money. But also, I don't need your money. Oh, ew, away with it. But then it goes to her friends, and so Charlotte was like, that's your problem. And so Carrie took offense to that, and so she's gonna walk up in Charlotte's house. She's gonna walk up in her house like Charlotte owes her something. And is like, you're supposed to be my friend, and yet when I was telling you about my money problem, you just turned away. You didn't even look at me. So you wouldn't take the money from Big? You tore it up, but yet you're expecting your friends to help you out? That have their own lives, that have their own lives? Charlotte's still going through her divorce. You don't know what this woman's financial situation looks like. It's not Charlotte's fault that you can get a hold of your shopping addiction and that you have $24,000 or whatever number it was worth of shoes instead of paying your rent. Hello? Like Charlotte said, you're an adult. You're a 30-something-year-old woman. Take some responsibility for yourself. Have some agency for yourself. What is actually wrong with you? I can't stand it. I cannot stand this woman. And then going back to the cheating thing again. So she gets with Big in the Sex and the City movie. She marries Big. And then she runs into Aiden again and kisses Aiden. She just can't stop. This woman just doesn't know what she wants. You're literally so annoying. What else? And don't even get me started. I'm out of breath from just how long I've been ranting about this woman. Like, is it obvious how much I can't stand this woman? I could go on and on and on about Carrie. Don't even get me started about the harassment of Natasha. So you slept with this woman's husband. You didn't have to do that. You slept with this woman's husband in their apartment, in her space, chased her down. No, she had to chase you down, broke her teeth. So that's like, what, thousands of dollars in dental work? And now you're following this woman around for years, harassing her, trying to apologize. Oh, you were born sorry. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have done it. Oh, and then I almost forgot. So you wait to tell Aiden that you cheated on him on the day of Charlotte's wedding. You had ample opportunities to tell him and come clean about it, but yet you wait for your friend's special day, her wedding day, to tell him. And so now you're crying, you're emotional, you're not in your right headspace, and you can't show up for Charlotte because you just had to make it about you. You skank hoe, you're a stupid hoe. Hi, editing Courtney here. I thought I was done tearing into this hoe, but I'm actually not. There's a few points that I forgot to add. So, can we also just talk about how insufferable Carrie would be as a friend? Even just the fact that she's always constantly talking about herself. She's the type of friend to where she always wants to trauma dump on you and rant and rave about her problems and everything that's going on in her life and expecting you to always be her shoulder to cry on. But then as soon as you want to, confide in her, now she's got nothing for you and tells you just stop being sad, get over it. She's that type of friend. So y'all remember that one episode with Stanford where she's running her mouth as usual about herself, her relationship problems or whatever. And so Stanford is like, okay, so what do you think about my new boyfriend, Marcus, or whatever his face was? And all Carrie had to say was good. And then 2 seconds later, she's immediately going back to talking about herself, and Stanford had to stop her in her tracks and be like, listen, like, I've listened to you. I've always had an ear for you and listened to you go on about all of your failed relationships and all of your problems, and I've let you rant and rave to your heart's content. But now when I want to talk about the one good thing that happens to me, now you have nothing for me. You just want to talk about yourself all the time. And can we also talk about that one episode where I think this was after Carrie and Big broke up for the 1 millionth time? Where's the surprise there? And she's, going on about him as usual, obsessing over him, talking about him to her friends, running her mouth. And so they had to tell her one day, look, we're tired of hearing about Big. We don't want to hear about this anymore. Either go to therapy or go find somebody else to run your mouth about him. And let's also talk about the movie where Big and Carrie were supposed to get married and he left her at the altar. And Miranda comes clean to Carrie about the reason for that being because she and Steve were having problems, and in the heat of the moment, her being frustrated with what was going on with Steve, she told Big that he was stupid to get married, and so that made him get scared and run off and abandon Carrie at the altar, leaving her humiliated and all of that. And so Carrie gets pissed at Miranda and is like, oh, you ruined my wedding, you should have never left Steve. So Steve and Miranda is a whole different discussion. So the fact that she even said that, that's a whole different discussion. But like, you're getting mad at Miranda, but for one, when has Big ever taken you seriously? Like, let's be real here. Big never wanted to marry Carrie. She was just the fun girl that he could fool around with for a little bit, but he never actually intended to take her seriously. His real type was Natasha. And then also, girl, if he was really serious about you, his resolve wouldn't have been so easily crumbled by Miranda making an off-brand comment in the heat of being frustrated. So, like, you're getting mad at her, you should be mad at him for having his resolve so easily crumbled like a wet tissue fort. Hello. But you know who would have actually taken you seriously and put a ring on your finger? Aiden, who you cheated on and fumbled. Like, get out of here. Okay, moving on from that one. Coming in at number 6, 7, whatever. Freaking Gen Zer, 6767, shut up. We have James St. Patrick, aka Ghost. So where do I even start with this dude? Let's start from the fact that you destroyed your marriage, destroyed your family for some Hispanic chick from high school that you hadn't seen in over a decade. So you cheat on your woman with some high school sweetheart, destroy your family, destroy everything, and then when Angela dies, have the nerve to sit up and tell Tasha, the love of my life just died, have some respect, Tasha. The love of you, only James St. Patrick can tell his wife to have some respect because the love of his life died. Absolutely hysterical. This dude ain't worth 2 dead flies. And then let's also talk about how he did, what was his name, Terry? The dude that Tasha was seeing after, like, they were technically not together. So you can so you can cheat on Tasha, but yet she can't cheat on you, and y'all technically aren't even together. I don't think they were actually divorced, but like they weren't together, obviously. So you can cheat on Tasha with Angela, but Tasha can't see Terry. Like, he literally killed Terry because he was jealous. I think it was also because like Terry was like onto him about being ghost and like being and selling drugs and freaking killing people and all of that stuff. But let's just be so for real. It was also because he was jealous that Tasha had moved on and was seeing him. Let's also just talk about how he did Tariq. So Tariq was correct in killing that dude. So the dude shot and killed his twin sister. Shot his twin sister in the chest in front of him. So he went, tracked him down and killed him himself. And so by the time that it came to the end of the series, right up until Tariq killed him, he was gonna let Tariq go down for it. Initially, the agreement was that he was gonna, like if it came back to them, Ghost was gonna go down for it. But then when he became like a politician and whatever, and got like his politician woman, like he started feeling himself and was like, you know what, like I think you should go down for this, like you'll be okay, like you can do a few years. And so Tariq was like, well, what the frick, you said you were gonna handle this. So like, let's really talk about it. Was Tariq wrong in killing him? Hello? Like, yeah, them last few episodes up until he died, he was tripping. You was tripping. You was talking to Tasha crazy, putting your hands on Tasha. That's why Tariq had to come put you in the ground. And then had the nerve to leave a posthumous letter talking about some, I always knew you would end up here, little nigga. No, I always knew you would end up here, little nigga. Last but certainly not least, we have Louis de Pointe-de-Lac from Interview with the Vampire. So, if Louis wasn't such a pygmy for Lestat and had actually let Claudia burn him like they had originally planned, Claudia would still be alive. Like, let's actually talk about it. Like, Louis just refused to let this man go. And then somebody even said, which is actually a really good point, like if Claudia had never ended up in that fire and she had grown up and not become a vampire and lived a regular life, she would have been one of Louis's hoes, because Louis was a pimp before he became a vampire. Which actually is a good point, because like as a pimp, your whole job is to exploit women. And then let's talk about this most recent incident in the Vampire Lestat. So they go to a witch to summon Claudia as a ghost for, I guess, some closure or something. And so she's not feeling it. She's coming with all the smoke, all the fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. She's coming with all of it. And basically she's pissed. She's like, y'all never had my back. Like, y'all should have just let me die in that fire. Like it was always just y'all. I was just a little band-aid baby to make y'all's relationship problems better, but like y'all never actually cared about me. And so this dude Louis gonna say, what about what you have to thank me for? Talking about how he went and killed Bruce freaking 70 decades later, because like Bruce violated Claudia when she went off because Louis was being too busy being a pygmy for Lestat. What about what you have to thank me for? What do you mean? You turned me into a vampire, freezing me in time at the age of 14? You made me a band-aid baby for you and this white man's relationship problems. You turned my whole life upside down. I am now dead because you were such a pick-me for Lestat. You refused to burn him, so now he came back. Put all of us on trial. Now I'm dead. Me and my lover are dead. Now I'm in this afterlife. I can't even find my lover, the one person that actually cared about me and I cared about and actually stood up for me. What about what you have to thank me for? Goodbye. And then after that, y'all have the nerve to go sit on a bench casually, just so casual about it. Like y'all moved on so quick. It was like, damn, that was crazy, right? You know, maybe that was a bit out of line what I said. Anyways, we're so cute together, right? So we just moved on that fast. Hello? Yeah, Louis, you need to stand up. Love you, but you need to stand up. Claudia deserved better. She deserved better.